That's me. My name's David Schmidt. I'm a surfer, student, and activist. Lately, I've been concerned about the state of the ocean, and I think it's incredibly important for us to take a step back and take a look at the big picture. Surfing. It's an extreme rush and something I love to do. Surfers have a deep connection to the ocean. It's our playground. No matter what is going on in my life, every time I get out of the water after a surf session, I always feel better than when I went in. Waves are like canvases, and surfers are artists. We slash and carve the face of waves and draw with a passion. Surfing is a part of me. When I'm in the ocean, I feel right. As amazing as the sport of surfing is, the ocean, the very venue of the sport, is in trouble. Irresponsible human practices are killing the sea. We drill, we spill, we dispose of garbage in the world's oceans, and so rarely do we take the time to truly consider what the consequences are for our actions. Now is the time to ask, what's the state of our oceans? The best people to ask is surely the Surfrider Foundation, a non-profit environmental organization whose main focus is the protection and enjoyment of the world's oceans, waves, and beaches for all people. Surfrider has over 50,000 members and 90 chapters worldwide. To put beach pollution into perspective, trash was collected from various beaches, packaged to look like seafood, and displayed at local farmers markets. The following is a print extension for those who couldn't actually make it to the market. From Newport Beach, California, we get some very appealing condom strips. I definitely don't want to bump into these when I'm surfing. Collected straight from Galveston Beach, Texas is the Plastic Surprise, a mixture of bottle caps, a spoon, small plastic toys, and other non-natural contaminants. By the way, none of these items are biodegradable. Direct from Long Beach, California, Styrofoam bites. Not exactly appetizing. Condo loaf. Poipu, Hawaii. Poipu literally means crashing waves in Hawaiian. When I think of beautiful Hawaiian beaches, this isn't exactly what comes to mind. From the crisp waters of Malibu, California is this beautiful chain with matching lock. This is the private beach mix. Surfers initially created the Surfrider Foundation from Malibu in 1984. South Padre Island, Texas. The Aerosol Value Pack. The US alone makes more than 3 billion steel aerosol cans annually, and those steel cans can take between 80 and 100 years to decompose. Finally, straight from Venice Beach, California, butts and bits. 80% of butts on the ground find their way into our water, and smokers flick trillions of these on the ground yearly. Time for a wake-up call. We simply can't continue to trash the ocean. We've been given a planet biologically rich, and we're killing it, bit by bit, section by section, and species by species. Now you might be thinking, well, I don't live by the beach. Why should I care about the ocean or what happens here? I live inland, hundreds of miles away. But the fact of the matter is, whether you live here on the coast side by a beach, or whether you live thousands of miles inland, the ocean is responsible for half of the oxygen that is in the Earth's atmosphere. So no matter where you are on Earth, you actually are connected to the ocean in a major way. Only we humans make waste that Mother Nature can't digest. The Earth is a closed system, and everything we create here on this Earth stays on Earth, and a lot of times it finds its way into the ocean. Right now, in the Pacific Gyre, there's this huge mass of garbage. It's called the Great Pacific Garbage Patch. Some say this mass of garbage is as big as the state of Texas. Others say it's as big as the continental United States. It really doesn't matter how big the garbage patch is. All we know is that it's growing day by day, hour by hour, with all the waste that we're putting into the ocean. Over the rainbow, way Nobody's certain about what all this excess plastic is going to do, but the one thing that is for sure is that plastic is eternal. It never breaks down, it only breaks into smaller and smaller pieces of plastic. There's evidence of birds and fish eating this plastic. The plastic on the right was all recovered from this bird's stomach. Bluebirds fly. They say a picture's worth 1,000 words, and these pictures speak volumes. It breaks my heart to see wild animals with bellies full of plastic. Come true. Ooh, someday you wish upon a star. Wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where trouble melts like lemon drops. High above the chimney top, that's where you find me, oh, somewhere over. For a long time, science has been looking at parts of things to understand how they work. For example, science has thoroughly investigated the makeup of phytoplankton. We think we can understand the role of something by looking at its part in relation to the whole. But if we take a postmodern science approach, we find that there are no parts. What we call a part is merely a pattern in an inseparable web of complex relationships. Everything within the world is dependent on the patterns of so-called parts. By disrupting these natural relationships, our trash is destroying the whole in ways we cannot even begin to understand. What a wonderful world, well, I see skies of blue and I see clouds of white and the brightness of day. I like the dark and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people passing by. I see friends shaking and singing, how do you do? They really say, I love you. At this point you might be wondering, what can I do? I'm only one person. But I'd like to remind you that all the trash in the ocean came from one person at one point. It's the collective trash of all these people together that's making such a big problem. The ocean drives climate and weather, stabilizes temperature, and shapes the Earth's chemistry. If we don't do something, there will be no tomorrow. Trouble melts like a lemon drops. High above the chimney top, that's where you find. Knowing is the key to caring, and with caring, there is hope that people will be motivated to take positive actions. Way up high. My goal and ultimate wish for everyone watching this film is twofold. First, dispose of your trash properly. Don't throw it on the ground. Trash that's thrown on the ground could end up in a seagull's belly or wrapped around the neck of a seal. Finally, educate others about this issue. Tell them about the problem. Tell them what they can do, and tell them to tell others. Throughout the history of humankind, Earth has kept us alive. It's now time for us to stand up and keep Earth alive. Let's return the favor. Let's keep our planet blue, not just for us, but for the future of the human race.